Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're going to be doing an interesting type of coaching session. So, Phantom, the Twitch in this game, asked if I would duo with him in a normal game, and then just sort of give him a bunch of feedback on him while I'm doing this. So, that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll put it under coaching. And it's going to be coaching for the Twitch, even though I'm going to be playing like Nami. From Nami's point of view, I'm going to spend a lot of time sort of looking at his items and commenting on kind of his decision making in the game. Sorry, I am just getting over an illness as well, so you might hear me cough a little bit tonight. So yeah, if you would like a coaching session yourself, you can always email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Traditionally, I just take a replay, and then I'll just go through and comment on the replay. I could do it live on stream for 25, or I can do it off stream for 20. If you're a channel member, which is just like a Twitch sub through PayPal, it's $5 a month. Join anytime, cancel anytime that you want. You get $5 off, so it's 15 off stream or 20 on stream, which I think is pretty good for, you know, a diamond support coaching you. Yeah, if you have any questions about that, I can also commission any guides. You want a guide for a specific champion or a specific aspect of the game, just email me, let me know what you're interested in. I can do guides for 30, or if you have a specific, or if you're a channel member, rather, it can be 25. And stop by the stream sometime. It's a lot of fun. We're streaming right now, so you might hear me talking to the stream as well. I stream most nights starting around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, she started W and already used it, so I'm going to try to trade aggressively here. Buy Twitch a little time. Okay. Sona's just really like not using her mana efficiently, so we just want to abuse that. I can even take the hit off of that because I'm just going to heal it back. It's fine. Ideally, you don't want him to hit you with that fourth shot, but he did miss some CS for it, and basically I took virtually no damage. We just want to muscle up on him. Someone's asked me before, why don't you auto with Sona and then W? Because a lot of players won't let you auto and then W. Usually you W, and if they stick around, then you can get an auto in. But most of the time, they start to run away, so it's your choice. Either you get an auto or you get a W. And you want the wave to bounce back to you also, whenever possible. And so that you have to be a little bit closer for it to bounce back for the heal. I'm going to heal back a little bit more just so I get absolute focus back. I just want to keep pressuring. He started Cole, which is like not usually what you want to do. You can get some extra farm, but the problem is you lose a lot of your all-in pressure off of that too. Okay, I thought he was actually going to juke back. That's one thing when you're like not used to playing in a certain elo bracket. You like try to lead or anticipate where you think people are going to go, and then they just don't go there. They just stand perfectly still. So you got to get reacquainted with that. Okay, Udyr's top lane. So we can continue to pressure up. Whenever they go for last hits, that's just a perfect time to go ahead and land your spells, because they have to choose, do they hit you or do they go for the last hit? So whenever he goes for this, we can get a trade on him. See, he didn't get to trade back, so he really wanted that last hit. I got a free hit in there. Went ahead and put a second point in W just so I can be more efficient with trading. And my mana's starting to get a little low, so I'm not going to have enough mana to cast all my spells anyways. Yeah, you didn't need to leave to go ward that because we just saw him top lane. So it was a little bit of wasted efficiency. We could have been harassing him more. He's going to have to take a bad back here in a second. And you can step up, especially when he's that low and Sona's out of mana. You can definitely step up and harass with me. See how scared he is? We just basically get to zone him out. He can't really step up, or I just get to ignite and kill him. He's going to try to farm this with a W. I'm going to block it so he doesn't get the last hit. There we go, got him. It would have been nice if I hit that bubble, but whatever. Yeah, there's Udyr. He can't do anything to us right now, though. Just push up, just push up. It's fine. We'll push up. We don't have a cannon. No, so we're not going to be able to get a plate. But we can just go ahead and push him up. Okay, yeah, let's back up. Gonna put a ward over there. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, we're doing one more coaching session here. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can try it. Udyr's pushed in. It's a little on the risky side because we're out of mana. But if Udyr doesn't come over here immediately, he might just go get his Gromp or his golems. If they don't ward over this wall, it's a good call. I mean, he's got a ward, so it's probably good. Wait till I get Airy back and then do it again. Get him that little shield. Okay, go ahead and help him out with this a little bit. If you CC it, it takes more damage, so just anytime you're walking out, you know, just see what you can do. See what you can do to help your jungler. You know, CC the scuttle for him, sweep, see if there's any vision he can clear. That was a good macro call by him.
An ally has been slain.
We'll go ahead and get a control ward here. Get Vamp Scepter. So Cole is okay. If you're just planning on doing a farm off, if you think you're going to be able to crush him, Doran's Blade's probably better because it gives you health, so it's a lot better for all ends. Cole is really like, just if you're not ever planning on all ending. Okay, that's fine. We got his flash. Okay, Udyr's top. He's gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit him. Oh, never mind. I didn't quite get there fast enough. So once again, you don't need to go ward that just because we already know where he is.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, nice.
An enemy has been slain.
That was a good ambush there. I mean, oops, I didn't mean to take that one. I'm just trying to push. It's like, yeah, you know, Twitch. You know, someone in chat said Twitch can work on farming. It's like, I mean, dude's still at 70 CS at 9 minutes, you know, like, that's pretty damn good. I don't know what elo this is. Like, what elo? I think he's gold or silver. It's still pretty damn good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get one more. It's probably greedy to get one more because it's going to have so much armor on it. I think we can push one more in, though. Like, we're dominating them so hard. I don't know what his item breakpoints are either. Pretty sure Udyr's not here yet, so... Because their jungler's losing pretty hard, and because there's not a dragon, Like, if there was a dragon, that's absolutely the wrong play because we could have just given them a dragon. You know, we're going to give him lane priority by not backing fast enough, but if he really needed that for, like, a specific break point, like to finish, I don't know, Bilgewater or something like that. I mean, 75 CS at 10 minutes is really good. That's like, that's just as much or more than a lot of platinum people get.
I still hear the song of the sea.
Well, I don't think Kelly is specifically talking about, like, the technical term of win trading. I think what she's talking about is, was there some kind of collusion? Was there, like, an agreement, for example, between Chef and Toos, like, not to come up and gank for me that one game when he was Volibear and I was Camille, just to try to, so that Chef could 1v1 me top lane, for example. I think that's what she's kind of talking about there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're just working him. But I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just keep pushing. I mean, if Udyr shows up, I think we just kill him. I would just keep pushing for this tower. No. I mean, I'll come over here and do it, but you need to get lane priority first. Like, we should have pushed the tower in first and then come over here. Because now they're going to push us in, and then they're going to come over here and probably ward this once they get priority in the lane. And we don't have the jungler here, and we don't know where their jungler is either. So see, Sona's going to come up here and ward this right now. And potentially try to stop us. She has her ult. I don't have my ult. So it's pretty rough dragon. We're going to get it just because they're, like, bad. Unless Udyr flashes over this wall, but, like... No, see. Oh, never mind. We got it. But... yeah. So I just released a video today about, like, how to control objectives like a pro. I would say, you know, watch that video. I really wouldn't. I just wouldn't try for dragon unless our jungler's on that side of the map, or unless we just killed him or something.
Shut down.
But, like, if you are going to try for dragon, you always need to try to push in first. Like, if we push them into tower, I think we needed to just take this tower there.
Quit flopping around.
I'm going to go cover middle. Yeah, now they're going to get, because we lost priority bot, and they knew we were really low after dragon, and they were free to gank bot lane. That hurt the morale of our team. Zed's kind of tilting a little bit there and did a lot of damage to our tower. So, you know, ultimately worth, but they got a little bit more momentum. They got a bit more pep in their step. We gave them some hope. And when you're winning, you don't ever want to give them hope. You want them to surrender at 15. So I think we should have just pushed in that one last time and just outright taken the first tower there immediately, push them in, and then we could reassess and think about going for dragon after that. No. I'm not gonna try opium just once. I would recommend nobody try opium just once. Especially this day and age. It's like one of the absolute worst drugs you could try just once. Like one of the most addictive, like, community killing, just like infestations in our culture right now. Okay. So there aren't really any objectives. Yeah, let's grab farm. I guess we can go in here and farm this Sona here in a second. She's probably just warded this. I might be in trouble if, yeah, there are dudes here too. Damn. Nah, that was my bad. I was like, if Jin's there, that could be bad. Like, if it's just Sona, okay. I didn't see Jin, like, in the lane. So I shouldn't have done it.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Go with that, and then we'll start working.
Rampage.
You never heard of opium? Okay, so
An enemy has been slain.
opium is the old school, basically heroin. Like heroin's just more concentrated opium. You might hear things called opioids. So that's like heroin, fentanyl, OxyContin. All of those things are like derived from the chemical compound opium, which comes from the poppy flower. Certain kind of like poppy flower, I believe, that's processed in a certain way. I don't know. I don't make it. But it all derives from that. And that was used in the 19th century. And it was a huge plague in the 19th century, too. People were having an opioid crisis back then, too. There's an entire thing called the Opium Wars between Britain and China about it. No, it's not a good trade. Sona's ult's going to be up in a 140. If you die, it's not good. Almost ever. I didn't need to die there. That was my bad. Okay, so you're going Hurricane next. That's good. They should use everything to kill me. They're really far behind, and I was an easy kill. Alright, we got Dragon in 20 seconds. We've already got a ward on it. Yeah, let's get that out of there, because they can't spot with it. Okay. How is he moving so damn fast? Does he have Ghost Blade? What is this dude's build? Phase Rush, I guess? What's the cooldown on Phase Rush? 15 seconds? I don't know, that's weird. Well, I don't think Britain was broke at the time they did the Opium War with China. I don't know the whole thing about that, but they certainly did it for money, that's for sure. Well, part of it was to open market. I think a lot of it was punishment. Like, I think the whole thing was they wanted to sell stuff like tea and some of their some of their goods to the China market. And then China didn't want to open their markets. And then instead, Britain was like, okay, well, we're going to do a bunch of drugs then. We're going to get your people hooked on drugs unless you start buying our, you know, tea and chairs and stuff like that. I think that's what the deal was. And then that turned out to be a pretty good market, those drugs. And so they're like, hey, something like that. I don't know the exact... That wasn't my, like, super area of specialty in the 19th century, but it was something like that. We wanted to trade with them. They didn't want to trade, and so we just decided to... cause a bunch of problems in their culture with that. I'm pretty sure the goal wasn't just to go in and get him high originally. Okay, let me go down here, and I'm getting sidetracked talking about random stuff. What?
Team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. I'm about to start swarming. Yeah, this is coming up, but we don't have time. I don't know.
Shut down.
Really dangerous.
Ew, whale breath.
I need ward. I guess I'll just back for wards. This is a pretty bad back. I need 650 for redemption. Yeah, we can make a play on this dude.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Ally has been slain. Unstoppable.
Yeah, so I don't know the whole thing, but I feel like it was retaliatory. Opium stuff. Oh, okay, you can't CC it. Interesting. Alright, I need to go by. He's not going to be able to split, I don't think. I just realized we have 3 Infernals. We can go get Baron soon.
Shut down.
Let's go with that, I guess.
Sure as the top.
Yeah, that's not worth chasing. So the problem is if you die right here, like they really could take Baron pretty soon with Udyr and Trendemir, like, and like Heimerdinger's ult does Baron really quickly, so kills like don't really matter right now. And you're all over gold too, so like if we get into a fight right here, like it looks like that's what's gonna happen, we're gonna lose. We're gonna have to give this. I'm gonna see if I can just take a couple of wards, maybe distract him, but yeah, if we lost one more person, if we lost Warwick, then they could have Baroned.
Has been slain.
Yeah, I don't know if we want him. He's gonna wave that. Hey, thanks for the sub. What are we doing? Like, come on. We've got priority Zed splitting bottom, or mid rather. Yeah, we got this. Udyr's right there. I can peel him off. Yeah. We're giving Zed some good split time. We're running him away. So. Yeah, they have to send like 2 or 3 people with this Zed. I mean, I don't know. I think Udyr's doing all right. Like, there's not a ton of skill expression with Udyr. You just run at him and try to auto attack him. Either they let you do it or they don't. He's dodged several of my bubbles. Do I think Kai'Sa's going to be good with the crit item changes? Not. She's going to lower in value relative to other crit 80 carries. Like, she's not a, like... she's not as reliant on crit as some of the other options. No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So, will she still be potentially good? Yeah, I mean, she could be. The Essence Reaver thing looks like that could be, like, maybe legit on her, but... Yeah, I mean, the ones that look pretty obvious based on what I've seen, like, as the biggest winners would be, like, Tristana, I think, because Tristana's kit's already really good for the type of meta we're in. Like, she's very good at taking towers. She's pretty good with early aggression. Nice. There we go. Yeah, Trent just can't split because we crush him in 4v4s. Or 4v5s. Like, we just run him over, so... And we can just race faster than he can. So even though the trend went like 12 and 4, he's had to fall back too much to help his team. So Kai'Sa might be still okay, but I mean, the obvious people I think to start looking towards are people right now. People that are going to gain the most stock, or people that are very reliant on getting those crit items still. So like Caitlyn, Tristana, people who don't have alternative builds. I don't know how Jen will be impacted. Depends on if and how much they nerf Stormrazor. Anyways, that's going to be it. So the things that I remember that... we'll see. I don't... Ashe is... No. Because Ashe gets Blather and King first. And Ashe doesn't get any extra damage off a crit. It just, like, modifies her slow. So from that game, like, let's see, a couple major things I noticed, or like, not even necessarily major, but things that I noticed. Early on, you left lane a couple of times to go ward river, but, you know, if you've been watching the minimap, you would have noticed that Udyr was topside. So you really don't want to waste your ward, that minute ward early on, because it only lasts for 1 minute. It takes a while to come back, obviously, and if you know where the jungler is, if you've seen him topside, then you know he's not going to be bot side for like another 30 seconds, like, minimum, right? And so if he ran like straight there from topside, he could maybe be there in 30 seconds. So just wait, you know, even though it's darkness, like, you know where he is. So, because, like, we gave up a little bit of lane pressure by doing that. We could have been, you know, pressuring them more. We could have been taking towers more. And then if you see that you have a support that's applying a ton of pressure like I was there, you know, just constantly taking, like, trades with the enemy and is whittling them down, you know, the Sona's out of mana, she's hurt, Jen's hurt, just stand up in front with me, like where I was standing. Just stand up in front of the minion wave like that and just, like, try to get those trades as much as you can. You know, if he starts at half health and you're full health, you can just auto him down and just kill him. You know, especially if your support's standing right there. So just, like, really put the screws to him like that early on. Like, I was able to zone them both off for the most part early on, but if you would have stepped up there with me, we could have had that process going even faster potentially. So if your support's like really meaning business and they're stepping up, zoning people, doing a ton of damage, you can step up and be aggressive too. Now, if your support's just like AFK behind you, you know, you're going to have to adjust that. But I think, you know, like if I was just watching this as a replay and I saw that Nami, you know, doing that there, then I would have, you know, told you to step up and try to be more aggressive to match the Nami. The one pretty big goof early, I think, was going for the Infernal Dragon without having wave priority, without knowing where the enemy jungler was, and without having our jungler on that side of the map. Infernal is a really big prize if you can get it, but like we knew they were already returned to the lane because we saw them there because we pushed a couple of waves, and you know, we just didn't have any vision either, like around the pit. I was out of wards. I don't even think I had wards at that time. And like their jungler could have popped over that wall and stolen it. It could have been warded and we just didn't know about it. I don't think we had a control ward on it. I don't remember. If the Sona and Jhin would have committed harder to walking up there and harassing us off of that, that could have been a problem. You know, their mid laner potentially could have rotated down. I mean, our Zed was really strong, but there's just a lot of bad stuff that could have happened there. So I think the best case scenario there is just go ahead and take that first tower, get the first tower blood, push them in, back. They're going to push us in, go up there, clean up the wave, push them up again to around golems, and then make a play on the Infernal. I think that's really the play. Maybe even go back earlier, because the problem is if we wait that long period and try to go, we could have pushed them in a tower and taken it. But as soon as we back, they could make a play on the Infernal. So we maybe should have just, after we killed him, taken a couple of plates. I think we went for 3 plates on that one. I can't remember exactly. But like, push them in, take a plate, back, you know, push him in, kill him again, take the tower, and then get the dragon on the next one. And then that way we could also tell our jungler, hey, you know, get ready. We want to make a play on Infernal here, and then we can get him on the bottom side of the map. I'll have more wards, so we can go set that up. So I think that was one thing that was pretty risky. That was the biggest thing, I think. Because we got it, but we were really low. We had to blow our sums to get out of there, and then they had full priority over the map for 30 seconds. They killed our mid laner, like moderately tilted him, and then used the Herald mid. Now, fortunately, they didn't get anything off of that because they didn't really commit to it, but that could have been rough. There were a couple other ones, I think, where maybe you got caught. I'm trying to remember. I think you were sneaking and trying to get a kill at some point. Yeah, you were in mid lane. I remember just seeing you like in mid lane near their tower trying to kill somebody, and then they killed you. And then I was talking about how risky that was because they can take Baron very quickly, so it'd be like better just to back up and get Dragon or like secure vision around the Baron and things like that. But I think other than that, you know, it's all good. You know, you got a lot of really good picks with the invisibility. Obviously, 11 and 3 are doing really well. But because it's, you know, like a coaching session, that I'm trying to give you as much advice as I can. You know, I could just say, good job, man. You know, but I'm trying to help you out. So, excuse me. I think overall a good game, but yeah, that's the stuff that I would recommend right there. So anyways, that's going to be it for the coaching video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Black Falcon. If anyone else, once again, would like a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Happy to set that up for you, either off stream or on stream, whatever you prefer. And don't forget, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. You want to watch more coaching, I've got a playlist linked in the description. You can learn some more off of that. Obviously free if you just want to watch other people's coaching sessions and learn from that. I think people can learn a lot out of that. Then I'll always try to post them up as much as possible, so long as the other person's cool with making it public. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a great day.